Yeah. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
Is that a tattoo?
It is.
Or is that just a pen?
It's a tattoo.
What the hell? I can't see what it says.
So it says
wage or die.
Wage, love, or die.
Oh, okay.
Stop starving. Stop killing. Start loving.
Oh, that's cool.
Start loving's my name.
That's your name?
That's
you
my
changed
name.
It. You didn't get born with that name, though.
Actually, I got born with that name,
mom named you
but
that?
my parents didn't know that.
I hear you.
Uh-huh.
What was your names your parents gave you?
Not start loving.
That's very funny.
Uh-huh.
Well, I agree with your message, for sure.
Uh-huh.
You think you're crazier? Who's crazier, me or you?
My suspicion is we're both much more sane than most people in this park.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I wish I were kidding.
Well, I hear you.
I wish I were kidding. We are absolutely insane in this Western culture. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, you know what? You know how you define crazy in this culture?
How do you define it?
You feel you should share your money. That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Yeah. Well, yes. The way this culture would define it. Yeah. We are crazy addicts that will kill anything,
dude.
destroy anything
I love what you're saying.
to get
Tell
more
it.
stuff.
Yep.
We're clinically addicted. And I mean, there's no other way to explain a second Exxon Valdez happening, and it's happening before our eyes, of course, down in the Gulf.
Do you think they're doing it on purpose? Do you think they're doing it to control?
No.
You know, to depopulate?
I wish.
It is a
natural consequence of our mass addiction to stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We are. I mean, an addict is blind to reality, doesn't want to know reality, just anything to get another fix. So the guys in BP are of that addiction.
Can you believe that Sarah
we
Palin's
consumers
husband,
are of that.
Can you
addiction?
believe that Sarah Palin's husband works for British Petroleum? Did you know that?
Well, I didn't, but I'm not surprised. There are very, 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 very few of us that aren't caught up in the machine. Very few of us. I was most of my adult life.
When did you get out?
A little over 10 years ago. I was an executive in the computer industry, turning around failing organizations, making rich people richer.
What happened to you? You just went, dude, I got to do something real.
It was very organic, but I'm a slow learner, and I tried for 28, 29 years to prove to myself that society was right, and you could carve out a joyful life doing it society's way. And instead, I proved to myself, no, I've tried it every which way. None of the people I work with are joyful. It's not joyful for me. On a planet where 4 billion of our brothers and sisters exist on $4 a day or less,
that don't bother Americans.
I'm using.
Seriously, that doesn't bother Americans. They're like, yeah, so is there a problem there?
We are clinically deep addicts.
Yeah, I think that's true.
So, I mean, we are the same whack jobs that let Bush and Cheney in office for 8 years.
Well, some of us knew, but nobody would listen to us.
Addicts don't want to have their delusions disturbed. And these addicts are my brothers and sisters, but they want to not have their delusions disturbed. They're addicted to bullshit, ain't they?
That's what my whole speech is about. I'm going to outlaw bullshit and watch the bad things just crumble. And what will remain will be the good things that actually work. There's bullshit, and then there's reality, in other words. Right? You gotta leave bullshit to find reality.
I don't mean to take it too far, but I mean, we're talking addiction, right? So for the addict, yes, there's reality all around them, and they want not to know the reality. Don't disturb my delusion, right?
Yeah.
And if they ever wake up, they realize, oh my God, what was I doing to myself and to other people? But in the meantime, they will kill or hurt or whatever anyone that tries to get in their way.
Yes, because I was thinking that the thing that's wrong with everything is the pacifist. That's what I got that. I thought that.
Well, please explain.
Well, because they're the ones who don't do anything to stop the wrong things. They just act like they're peaceful, but they're tipping the balance without doing anything. And without doing anything, I don't think you really have a soul. I hate shaking hands.
Oh, I was going to high five you, but whatever,
yeah.
whatever. So I you know, Teresa of Calcutta, you know, Mother Teresa, she's pretty cool in my book. And
really?
Yeah.
What about the abortion thing when there's all these? I thought she was like kind of.
So if she's not perfect, let's discard her, right?
No.
Anyway,
I don't discard her.
I
don't. I just want to say I don't in any way discard the great work she did. Nobody's done it. She is a saint to me too, but
so that's all I'm saying.
Nobody's all good, is what I'm saying.
Me too.
Right. Okay.
Me too. I'm not even interested in that.
Is, huh?
I'm not even interested in that. But I'm interested in. I mean, let's see. Tiger.
Hey, that's something that the addicts do.
But my point about her was, she said, love is that which cannot remain passive in the face of suffering.
Wow, that's deep.
So my point is to agree with what you're saying. My brothers and sisters in the activist movement, there are no more than 10 that I can name that are true activists. Lori Perdue is one. Okay, she puts her butt on the line, right?
Sweet. That's good to know.
Liz Hurricane is another. Diane Wilson is another. But then the list gets really. They're all my brothers and sisters. But
what do you think we need to
kumbaya
stop for?
And occasionally showing. Sorry.
Do you have any solutions for how to get out of the problem? Because I think nobody goes that far in their thinking. They just sit inside that problem and wear it out, you know. But do you have any solutions to leave it?
If somehow, literally, the air was sucked away from this planet, right? Our problem would be we needed to generate more air, right?
Yeah.
That would be that. I mean, that would be what we had to do.
The elements.
What we're dying from is a lack of humanity. Okay, we have optimized a world where our capacity for compassion and the love, as Teresa defined it, has so atrophied by the time we're adults. Just like a colorblind person can't see certain colors, we can't see that we should be devoting our lives to other people.
I want to produce a reality show starring you.
and the only way to regenerate it is to regenerate it within ourselves.
How do you do that?
Well, the way I did it was by realizing that there was too little joy in my life.
Yeah.
Joy.
Where's your joy in talking?
Oh no.
Where are you getting your joy?
Oh, well. So the human body can produce two different types of reward, chemical concoctions.
Right, I got you.
Pleasure when the nervous system thinks that what I'm doing is good for me and mine.
Right, exactly.
Joy when my nervous system thinks that what I'm doing is good for the collective,
totally,
for the group.
I got that, but what do you do to get joy? You.
Devote every waking second to the well-being of humanity.
Thinking about it?
Oh. Totally not. You know, thinking about food might be nice. Eating it's much better.
Well, what are you doing for the betterment of humanity? You're educating people by talking, right?
Secondarily.
Yeah. Is that your joy?
No, you need to hear that.
Thinking it or saying it?
You need to hear that.
I don't think you're hearing me.
Well, if you let me finish, then you'll know whether I am or not.
Well, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
Thinking it or speaking it, which is better?
Neither. Doing it. Doing it.
Right. Oh yeah, you're so right.
Doing it.
Yeah.
So the currently, you know,
that's so right.
My question to myself every day is, what's the best way I can serve? And currently,
right, exactly.
To devote my life to this 29-year peace vigil, which people
is that what you're doing? See, I didn't know what you're doing.
I'm here 9 hours a day, so that this vigil could continue. The founder died 16 months ago, so I've been here every day since with the woman who's there right now, who's been doing it for 29 years, to help keep this going.
I'm glad you're doing it.
Now, because
I got to do this now.
Because I'm part of that commitment, maybe 1 out of 100 people that come through the park come over to talk. So because of the action, they come over to talk and we can have meaningful conversations. So
I got you.
Let me leave you with this quote. Albert Schweitzer, remember Albert Schweitzer?
Love that guy.
Okay, so Schweitzer, with all of his abilities to articulate, write, play, you know, organ music that was in world demand, be a doctor, said, example is not the major thing in influencing people.
What is?
It's the only thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's what we do.
I totally hear that. Thanks for talking to me.